happy day after Christmas and happy holidays to all of you guys who don't support or who don't celebrate Christmas. Support Christmas, oh my gosh. All right, so I wanted to check in. So I have gotten a lot of people asking me about, or at least sharing that getting family to support them on their health and fitness journey is one of the big issues that really they feel holds them back from being able to make the changes and get the results that they want. So let's talk about that today, especially because I think right now is kind of when we are all really starting to kind of set our goals for this next year, start planning out what changes we want to make. So now is the time to get the family on board. So the big number one key that is going to help you get your family on board is, are you ready? Drum roll, yay. The key is going to be communication. Communication is completely the key to getting your family on board. And we're going to add a second key, and that's going to be managing expectations. So let's talk a little bit about that. Also, before I dive into all this, if you are watching, please make sure you throw in a little heart or a like. You could throw in hashtag replay too if you are watching this on the replay. So for all of you guys who I haven't really had the chance to talk to, I have a bunch of new friends on here. So hello everyone. I am Jess Rowe. I'm a health and fitness coach, a holistic health and fitness coach. And my big goal is to just provide as much information and support as I can to help you reclaim your body, reclaim your energy, reclaim your confidence, especially when time is very scarce, because it is possible, and to do all that without high intensity exercise and restrictive diets. So that is all 100% possible. I've been there. I've been through it. I even have managed to start living successfully with hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a genetic collagen disorder. So I'm like extra stretchy. So my joints just don't stay together. And that brings a lot of other health issues but through movement, rest, stress management, and nourishment, I've managed to create a healthy lifestyle that really supports me without having a lot of time and without doing like the boot camp style workouts and restrictive diets. So it is 100% possible. Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining us. Yes, throw in all of the hearts and likes and whatever comments you want to share with me. So we're going to talk really quick about how you can start getting your family on board, especially as we move into the new year, while we are looking at what goals you want to set and what health changes you want to make in the new year. So the big key is going to be communication. And I know that one's really challenging. And I think the biggest challenge comes from not having good expectations around it and also not practicing it regularly. So let's talk a little bit about that so I can give you guys some tools moving forward. So number one, when we're right here looking at our goals, looking at what healthy changes we want to make for the next few months or maybe this whole next year, now is the time to get your family on board with that. And now is the time to also involve them in the process. They're going to be a lot more likely to support you if they feel like they are actually part of the process. Because when you think about it, you're asking them to support you, which means that they're going to play some kind of role in your health and fitness journey. But if you don't involve them in setting the goals and making the plans, and then you just want them to do one specific thing to support you, they're going to have a harder time really getting on board with that. So involve the people that you want support from as you're setting your goals and as you're making your plans for the new year. And this is also great because if you're like me and you kind of dive in head first and try to take on too much, when you have the people that you want support from kind of helping you with this process, they can be kind of that voice of reason to be like, this is great. I love where your head's at, but you're not going to be able to do all of this. And they can help you kind of scale things back. So it's a lot more realistic, a lot more doable. So involve the people you want support from, communicate with them, And also, very, very important is tell them why it is important to you, because there's a lot of reasons on this one, but I was using the example of an enabler over in my group a few minutes ago. So if you have a spouse or whoever you live with, family member, who they love you dearly, and they just want to make you happy, and they tend to enable you by, like, say, buying you your favorite treats, or they see that you're kind of tired and that you don't really want to go work out, but so they're not going to force you to work out. They're like, oh no, come hang out on the couch. Let's watch some Netflix together. If you have communicated to them why it is so important to you to, say, make time to exercise, or to remove the processed foods from your diet, or even to go to bed on time, when you communicate that to them, it makes it a lot easier for them to understand what steps that they can take that will be the most helpful for you as you are implementing these goals or implementing these plans to achieve your goals. So tell the people you want support from what you want to do and why you want to do it, why it's important to you, and then make it really easy on them to support you. Tell them exactly what you need from them and what you expect from them. And this is where the conversation piece, that communication piece, is super duper important, because you might want support in a way that does not come naturally to that person. Like if you've got an enabler and you're asking them to hold you accountable and basically be your like drill sergeant, they are not going to be able to do that. And this is kind of where the managing expectations comes in. So communicate with them, see how they feel like that they can support you. See what comes most naturally to them. They can do their very best to support you. And then if you need support from another perspective, like if you need a coach, go get a coach, because if you have an enabler, they are not going to hold you accountable. They are not going to push you. That's where you are going to need a friend who's an accountability partner, or you're going to need a coach. And that's okay. It's not fair to put all of that, all of the responsibility of supporting you just onto one person. It's a lot better to kind of spread the load around, especially when you can get some people that are all of different personality types who can kind of fill in those different roles for you. That's going to give you the biggest success and the most support too. If you need that support, pop into my Making Sense of a Healthy Life community, because that is a whole community full of people who will gladly support you, be an accountability partner. And I do videos like this every single week to help coach you and solve any problems you're running into. So let's see, Tony, all of this is so true. Yes, that's right. Let's see, your family, hold on, this thing is not working. Your family, it's not working. Sorry, I can't click to see more. There we go. Okay. Your family. Yes, it's true. You've got to tell your family what you want to do, because otherwise they're used to what you're doing, right? They're used to what you've been doing. And then if you just spring a big change on them, they're going to be like, what? They're going to be very resistant to it. So yes, the more you can talk with your family, involve them in it, let them know why it's important to you, what benefits you're hoping to get from it, they'll be so much more on board. And on the managing expectations part of things, as lovely as it would be for you to sit down in the next week, set your goals, make your plans, it would be great if your significant other, whomever you live with, the people you want support from, if they all wanted to buy in and do it with you, that would be super awesome. But that's probably not going to happen. A lot of them are probably not where you are on the journey. They might not want to change. They might be resistant to the change, or they might know that that's not the change that's right for them. So try to manage your expectations on that one. Understand that they can and probably will support you in any way that they can, but they don't have to support you by making the change themselves. So as you make the changes, as you get this support built up and start seeing the results, it's very possible that they might then be inspired to try it as well. But don't think that just because they're not doing it with you that they don't support you and that they don't love you. So they do, I promise. I'm sure that if you are living with the person, if you are close friends with the person, they, I'm sure, support you. And so those are kind of the big keys for getting your family on board. If I missed something, I did miss something, you have to keep checking in. And that's going to be the other big expectation I want you to manage, is that you can't tell them once and they're going to just make it happen. You are making changes that you are going to have to be consistent with. You're going to have to check in on it along the way. Same with communication. You need to have a sit down at least once a month, preferably every week, with the people you want support from to kind of check in and reiterate, this is what I want to do, this is why it's important to me, and this is what I need from you to help me feel supported in this process. Because you're basically asking the people around you to kind of learn a new way of supporting you. And so you got to give them time and patience and feedback so that they can continue doing the best that they can for you. So I hope that that's helpful. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. And I'll be happy to respond to you. If you've got kind of a particular situation that you're struggling with, let me know and I would be happy to help you troubleshoot that. So that's it for today. Communicate with your family to get them on board. Manage those expectations. Know that they might not jump in with you, but if you involve them in the process of goal setting and planning and let them be part of a conversation of how they can help you, I'm sure you will get a lot more support than you expected. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye, guys.